Hello and welcome back. So glad to make your acquaintance once more. I know that it has been a minute, but as always, girl, the kid is in fact back for the jump off. Now, before we hop into this meal, okay, girl, before I come out of the closet once more, become a patron on today. It is in fact the top of the month. Come on down and get these services because as I stated before, girl, when I'm not, communicating and networking here on YouTube, girl, doing the damn thing here on this platform, I am always creating new content and new meals, new recipes, and new experiments for the boys and girls of the world over on my Patreon platform. So become a patron on today and collect this meal and these services. Having said that, girl, let's hop directly into the meal. Speaking of my patrons. So this is the conversation that they already know the deal with what I'm about to tell y'all because a few months ago. But I've been going back and forth in my mind whether or not I wanted to come here and talk about it on my main platform, which is YouTube. My patrons was like, girl, don't see no shade. Go ahead on and serve these girls the meal you want to serve them, girl. However they take the meal is how they take the meal. But, girl, go ahead on and serve it and leave it on the field. So the only reason I'm coming here now is because of the push that I got from the lovely men and women over on my Patreon platform. So thank you all for giving me the courage, girl, the courage to come on out to basically let the boys and girls of the world know that I indeed, number one, do endorse marijuana. Okay, girl, I sure do. I also partake. I sure do. Now, this is something that, for the longest, I was like, girl, no, man, no, God. Because, when I first started on YouTube, apparently I was straight edge. I didn't even know what the fuck that was until a few months ago because I have a patron who is straight edge. And so when we talk about, alcohol and weed, things of this nature, he's like, it's no shade. I don't mind y'all doing it, but I am straight edge, etc. I didn't even know what the fuck that was up until him. Having said that, apparently I was straight edge when I first started on YouTube. But then, over time, girl, a bitch got a little older, a little wiser. And as I began to see the world for what the fuck she really was, girl, I cannot do this thing we call life without a cocktail or two along the way. Take me a few hits from this blunt, pass it around, get it back, and go ahead on about my day because, bitch, it's too much going on. I don't smoke her maybe as much as some other girls do, but I do enjoy her, and I have no shame. And the whole reason why I didn't want to talk about it before is because I didn't want you all to maybe feel disappointed. But no tea, no shade. All my pages are like, girl, please, we smoke weed. It's really no big deal, girl. It's really no tea. That's really just the propaganda from the media trying to make the girls feel as though, if they smoke weed, next thing you know, they're going to be doing heroin, girl. Let me now give you this story that I've been wanting to tell y'all for some years, bitch, and never could, because in order for me to tell it, girl, I had to tell you that I was smoking. And that's one of the reasons why there's so many stories like, oh, girl, like, oh my God, this would be a sickening ass story for the children. But in order for me to tell it, bitch, I got to tell you that I had taken a few hits from this bowl, girl, from this blunt. So now that that's out the bag, let me go ahead and give you the tea. So, bitch, a few years ago, there was this friend of mine who, we don't really talk like that no more, but at the time, girl, we were really close. And he had invited me over to his house, because he was doing like some type of get together, whatever the case may be. Okay, fine. So here we are, we're having a great time. He actually had stole some alcohol from his job, girl, no shade. He took a few bottles and he was so clever, girl. What he did was he emptied out the water bottle and he put the vodka inside of the water bottle. So, girl, she was undetectable, girl. So when she came out of the hotel, girl, nobody even know she had those cocktails, girl. They thought she was just fitting in shape and really was, health conscious when that was nothing but 2 gallons worth of motherfucking top shelf vodka. So here it is, we're at the house having a grand ole Opry time. And, girl, the cocktails are flowing. Next thing I know, somebody rolls up the blunt. We're passing the blunt around. And we're just getting our life. Now, at first, everything was all motherfucking good, girl. It was motherfucking good in the beginning. And then he was like, oh, girl, don't see no shade. There's these lesbians. They're going to be coming over. And I'm like, oh, girl, the more the merrier, girl. I love my lesbian sisters. It's really no tea. But there are certain types that I don't fuck with because she be giving you too much. And what I mean by that is, it be them lesbians that don't like gay dudes where when you be around them, they be acting like how the straight homophobic dudes be acting. Y'all know what I mean. Like, I know anybody that has ever come, it's in particular gay men that have ever come in contact with lesbians, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It be them lesbians that be carrying with you like you doing too much when, bitch, maybe I am doing too much. Like, maybe I am feminine, girl, but you got a fade, bitch, you got a Caesar. Bitch, you wearing boxers. Like, the fuck, bitch, you are the same thing as me, just on the other end. So, how the fuck you gonna carry with me when you walk out the door, the girls are looking at you like, who does bitch think she is? She thinks she a man? The same way how they carry with me like, oh, what he think he a girl? They do it to you too. So anyway, they came, finally. Okay, because they were motherfucking late, and everybody was like, well, where are they? Where are they? Girl, we had YouTube going. We were doing karaoke, bitch. We was freestyling. It was so much motherfucking fun up until these bitches showed up. Now, when they got there, it was they were actually sickening. I will give them that because I'm not a hater. But those attitudes, they could have checked that shit at the motherfucking door. Because like I tell the children, girl, wig check. Don't come for me, or I will be snatching that wig directly over top of your head, girl. Do not come for me, girl, because I'm not the one to come for, girl. Don't come for me. Just don't do it. Like, just don't do it. So the point is, they came. And I was like, girl, at this point, I'm feeling myself. Girl, my cocktails hit. Girl, this weed is all up in my spirit. So at this point, I'm just like, girl, yes, ma'am, yes, God. Come one, come all. They come knocking on the door. I knew it was them because, you know, he told me that they would be coming. And so I opened the door. I said, hello, ladies, welcome. And right from the motherfucking start, here she come. Both of them like,
oh, you doing a lot.
Bitch, you're the outsider, girl. We've all been here. You're just arriving to the event, girl, and I'm trying to welcome you like Mariah Carey with open arms. And this bitch want to carry with me, girl? Okay, bitch. You're lucky I've been drinking, and you're lucky that I took a few hits from this blunt. Otherwise, I would have read this bitch into the motherfucking stratosphere right from the beginning. So, you know, I'm like, okay, so let me reintroduce myself once more. Hello, ladies. Welcome. Would you like a cocktail? And here she come.
Oh, well, it just depends. What you got? What you got?
Oh, this bitch. And so I said to her, I said, well, such and such, the person that you know who invited you. I said, he snuck the vodka out, so I don't know who this brand is. It's in a Fiji bottle, so it's named Brand, but I don't exactly know whether or not she's Grey Goose or whether or not she's Ciroc Girl. I couldn't tell you. Is what I'm saying. And so it was just kind of like right from the beginning, they were just doing too motherfucking much. So they was like,
nah, we'll pass.
At that point, I was over them hoes. Like, okay, bitch. Really, typically I do 3 strikes, you're out. But because of my weed intake and the way she's set up within my spirit, I just don't know. You know, with weed, I feel like it's one of them things where typically when I smoke her, I am a pleasant person. I love everything. I want to love on everything. I want to experience the world. But it's one of them things where if a girl come at you wrong, it can go from, girl, 0 to 60 in no time. Like, okay, because, bitch, first of all, my third eye is open. I can see straight through this bitch, okay? And what you don't know is before she even got to the door, I saw her coming. I smelled her. I can serve this bitch exactly what she want, but she really don't want it. Not for me, because if I give it to her, girl, I'm giving it to her with no chaser. Okay, I'm going to read this bitch straight up and down. Inside, Boy, you're turning me. Girl, I'm going to read this bitch like legendary Mother Diana Ross. Don't come for me. So I paid them hoes. And so I went back to what we was doing. But then my friend, you know, because I guess he was trying to impress them or whatever, then he started like chilling out. Like, okay, let me chill out. And then when he chilled out, everybody just started to conform. And it was so weird for me to see how nobody was thinking for themselves. Like, we was having a good time before they arrived. Now y'all are trying to like serve what they're serving. So I was like, okay, all right. It's paid, because I wasn't that girl, and I'm not that girl. But see, that's where the shit went all the way to the left. So here it is now. Everybody want to act like 5 seconds ago we wasn't just freestyling to Macarena. Okay, like we wasn't just freestyling to Macarena. Like we wasn't just, you know, motherfucking dancing to I'm a Barbie girl. Now we want to sit here and act cool and like, because these hoes arrived. So I was like, girl, it's paid. The next thing you know, here these hoes come trying to direct shit. You late and now you trying to direct shit. They was like,
why don't we sit around in a circle and play a game?
And I'm sitting here like, oh my God. I ain't pressed on playing this stupid ass motherfucking game. Cause bitch, I just smoked out of this blunt and I don't want to sit here and play this game with you. Like, I really just don't want to play this game with you. And I don't got time for this bitch that was late to the function to somehow now be telling us, oh, we need to all sit around in a circle, be quiet and listen to each other's feelings. I'm not pressed on all of that. And I was very vocal about like, girl, I'm not in the mood to do that. And here come my friend.
Oh my God, this is not you, quite dear. What are you doing right now?
That's the worst thing you can do when I've been smoking, girl. Don't do that shit where you got me feeling like I'm tripping because I've smoked. Bitch, you know this is the same shit I would be saying if I was sober, girl. What are you doing? So anyway, I was like, okay, girl, let me stop complaining and be a team player. Even though we was having a better time before these hoes arrived, I'll sit here and play along with these bitches. So here we are sitting around. Now, y'all know that game where you be sitting in a circle and let's just say the category is animals. So if the category is animals, that means, okay, so I'll be like, okay, dun, dun, elephant. And you'll be like, dun, dun, zebra, so forth and so on. And if you fuck it up or if you hesitate, then you're out, right? Now that To me, even though I feel like playing that, that's an easy game that could be cute when you're dealing with the right girls. But because I was already put off by them, I wasn't really in the mood, but I was gonna, I was willing to give it an opportunity since I was outvoted. And I didn't want my high to go to waste. So here it is. Okay, we're playing the game. But she was like, oh no, but y'all playing it wrong. I said, how we playing it wrong? She said, oh, well, the way we need to play it is, let's just say I say elephant. That means you have to pick an animal that starts with the letter that my animal ended with. So if I said elephant, then you would have to say something with the motherfucking T. And I said right then, I said, girl, that shit is complicated. No, we're never going to get past the first two people because it's too complicated. And if you can't hesitate and if you can't take a moment to think, it's going to be boring because it's never going to get past the first two motherfucking people. And she was just like, girl, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And so then we went around and it didn't get past the first two people. I think maybe it was me and then I said it to somebody else and then they couldn't get it and we kept. And I looked at the one girlfriend, the feminine one, and I said to her, girl, isn't this shit complicated? And she gonna look at me like,
actually, no, it's not.
Oh, girl, don't. Jesus. Okay, take two. I'll be back. Because at this point, let me clock out while I'm still ahead. Because I'm fixing to snatch this old light bright bitch from up out of her Uggs. Because who she thinks she's talking to? Oh, well, actually, it's not. Actually, bitch, it is. Bitch, this motherfucking shit is goddamn complicated, bitch. And don't nobody got time to play this stupid fucking game after we've all been under the influence. And I'm looking at my homegirl like, no T, even if I was sober, this shit would be hard to play. How the fuck we gonna play after we done had like 3 or 4 cocktails, we done hit this blunt about 3 or 4 motherfucking times, and now this bitch think we about to sit here and play this old Mad Hatter bullshit? Girl, I said that's fine. Since it's not complicated, sweetheart, cupcake, let's reverse it and start with you and your girlfriend. Since it's so easy, bitch, let's reverse it. She said, oh, that'll be just fine by me. I said, okay. So we reversed it. And let's just say she said, I don't fucking know. Let's just say she said gazelle. Bitch, her girlfriend, they tried like 3 times, couldn't get it right. And I said, oh, well, I thought it wasn't complicated, girl. I thought it was just me. And she was just like, oh no, girl, that's because of the category. Then we switched the category. I mean, it was a whole hot fucking mess. And so then I was just like, girl, can we stop playing this dumb shit with all due respect? And if we're going to play, can we do it the real way, the easy way, where you don't got to do it like pick an animal that starts with the letter my animal ended with? Can we just fucking pick a goddamn animal? Can we just say elephant, cat, dog, motherfucking lion? Like, why we got to do all of this extra shit what she's talking about? Because who is she? Because I don't even know this bitch. And now she thinks she about to come here directing shit like, oh, what's the cocktail? Like, you asking too many motherfucking questions. You're blowing my high. You came up with this old raggedy ass game that can't nobody motherfucking play because we've all been smoking and drinking. Girl, you can kiss my ass where the sun don't goddamn shine. So, girl, I'm not really pressed. Here come my friend. And everybody, actually wasn't just him. Because there were some other lesbians there too. And I feel like she was just the one girl. She know who she is. But I feel like she was just trying to impress the other lesbians like it's a motherfucking competition. In particular, that stud. But I was just like, girl, fuck this bitch. I don't know her. I'm never going to see her again. And I don't give a fuck about this bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So while you're trying to impress this bitch, I just don't give a fuck is what I'm telling you. So anyway, here it is. I'm sitting here. I'm the only bitch saying, can we please go back to what we was doing before? And everybody was like, no, this is fun. We're having a good time. How can it be fun if none of y'all got a turn yet? It went 3 times my way, 3 times their way, and nobody else besides me and the other person, her and her girlfriend have got a turn. How is it fun if nobody else is getting a turn? And so everybody was like, no, oh my God, you're tripping. This is not like you. This is not like you. Are you okay? Oh my God, like you're being like, this is not quite dear. Ooh, Jesus. Because, bitch, at this point now you're trying me. You know me. So you know this is the same shit I will be saying either way. So why are you acting like it's the weed? It's not the weed. This is me. Now maybe the weed is making me more like I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but I still wouldn't give a fuck if I were sober. So I don't understand where you're coming from, girl. Okay, because it's a different world, Whitley. It's a different world. That's what I'm telling you. So at that point, I was just like, it was only one, actually, it was one person who did defend me. And this was a bitch that I barely knew. And he was like, well, he do got a point. But he defended me, but he didn't really stand up. he didn't really stand up with conviction, but I knew that he was on my team, which I appreciated, but he didn't have no real backbone, because as soon as everybody jumped on him, then he was like right back to being a wallflower. But in the beginning, he did say something like, well, he does have a point, it is complicated, and we were having more fun before. But as soon as they jumped on his ass, he was like, oh shit, okay, girl, well, let's keep playing. And then I was by myself once again, girl. I'm by myself. But the bottom line is, though, I didn't really mind being by myself because, bitch, when I know that I have a point, girl, I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. So I walked out. I was like, girl, that's fine. I'm going to give me some air, girl. I'm going to get me some air. Now, here is where the shit got interesting. I was so upset and I was feeling some kind of way that I had gone outside and I was walking, right? And I ran into this dude. And I'm telling him, I'm explaining to him the situation. I'm like, yeah, you know, we were passing around a blunt, do. And then all of this sudden, like, Whitney hit me all at once that the dude that I was talking to was a motherfucking officer. Once I realized he was a cop, I'm like, oh, girl, I'm about to go to motherfucking jail because I didn't already sat up here and told him that I smoked it. I was like, girl, let me try to talk my way out of this because I was so upset that I didn't even realize he was a motherfucking cop. And it wasn't like he was dressed in normal clothing. He had a police outfit on. I was just so enraged and like I was so high that I was like, girl, let me tell you about these bitches on the ninth floor. He was like, no, I wouldn't want to do that either. He was cool as fuck. So anyway, that's a story that I've been wanting to tell y'all for some time. It's actually a few years old. But at the time I felt like, girl, I can't tell the girls this story because for me to tell it would mean I had to actually say that I had been smoking, which I wasn't ready to come out of the closet about that. But I think where we are as a culture in terms of marijuana awareness, where the girls actually are doing their research and we're really coming to understand that, bitch, if you're against weed, then you need to put down that cocktail. You know what I'm saying? And for the girls that are like, oh, girl, but, you know, vehicular accidents, well, then just create laws where the girls can't drive under the influence like you did with alcohol. I don't understand why it's that complicated. You need to legalize it because the girls are going to do it regardless. And girl, pay it. But yeah, girl, this video is me coming out of the closet. I do endorse, marijuana usage recreationally, not just medically, although I think anybody that needs it medically should get it. And it shouldn't be, as strenuous as it is to get access to her. But I think for the girls that just want to do it just because, I don't see why it's a big motherfucking deal. It's your body. You can do what the fuck you want with it. My body, my choice. If you think that I'm poisoning my body, girl, that's perfectly fine. That's why, again, it's my shit. You go ahead on and eat your wheatgrass and your cranberry juice and your beets and everything what you want to do, girl. Congratulations. Have at it, girl. Let have it, give back or get back. But at the end of the day, no tea, sweet tea. Girl, I'm going to do what I want to do when it comes to my person, my body, my way. You know what I mean? So that's that on that, girl. I just had to share that story now that once I decided to come out of the closet, I said, girl, I'm going to go ahead on and tell the story that I've been wanting to tell y'all. And I got a whole bunch more where that came from, girl. So now that the cat's out the bag, girl, it's really no tea for me to share it with you. But having said all of that, girl, like I told you before, become a patron on today. I'm going to leave a card as well as the link down below in the description. It's the top of the month. You're not going to regret it. We go live. We clock the tea where it needs to be clocked. We talk about a lot of shit that's controversial that I would never come here and talk about because at the end of the day, the girls that go to my Patreon, those are the girls that really want to indulge in a real conversation from entertainment on down to like ethereal, like otherworldly shit. Because we talk about a lot of motherfucking shit. Trust me, all the girls that are patrons, girl, leave a comment down below so that the girls know that the shit is real, girl. It's got to be real. And it is. So having said that, you're going to get your money's worth. There's a lot of things that we do to experiment to add, more services to the platform because it really is a network of entertainment, of programming, etc. And I'm proud, not just of the programming that we have on the network and the body of work that we have amassed over these few months, however long it's been. We have hours, days of material for you to catch up on. But I'm proud of the community. And they are so open-minded, even when we disagree. And that's what I love too. And I was just telling this the other day that, what I love is that we can disagree and still be family. And I couldn't be more proud of that. So make sure that you put your coins off to the side, girl. It's affordable, girl. It's not going to break the bank. Go ahead and put those coins off to the side for me, girl. Come on down and join the party, girl. You're not going to regret it. Get the full month. I recommend you doing it at the beginning of the month or at least at the top of the month. You can do whatever you want to do it because if you're a baller girl and you got to like that girl. Okay, I see you, girl. I know you see it. I see you. But I think if you really want to get your money's worth, go ahead on and do it at the top of the month so you get an entire month. An entire month of all those services. You feel me? So having said all that, I love you guys down. Thank you for patiently waiting for me. I know that I've been gone for a minute, but the kid is in fact back. Girl, let me go ahead and take, y'all think I'm playing with y'all. Okay. Cause see, bitch, Y'all thought I was playing. Okay, girl, let me go ahead and let this hair down, girl. That's when you know it's real. Girl, when I take my bobby pin out, girl, it gets real, girl. So, having said that, girl, I love y'all down. You already know the motherfucking drill. Via Sublime, Jalita Gully Sound, the best will always come through, and we're here. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is.